book lovers, book readers, book friends. Welcome to Read This Book. I am your book hostess, LaShonda, bringing you this week's book review of Troubles, What You're In by Danielle Allen. I know, try saying that 3 times really fast. You can't. But anyway, title aside, let's talk about this book. Let's talk about these troubles, right? Danielle Allen, she does the damn thing. And this book is no exception. She has a way of building layers on top of layers where you are so intrigued and so invested in the story that when you're done, you literally like, what the hell did I just read? At least I know that's my experience. And I definitely had that after I finished this book. Like, wait, what? This book has all of the elements. It has the drama, it has the sexy, it has the betrayal, it has the issues kind of woven in that she likes to throw in there. And it's an overall great story. But what is it about? What's these troubles? Well, let me tell you. Troubles What You In is the story of Brooklyn Cage, who is a dancer on scholarship at this university, and she is best friends with James, who is on the basketball team, who's also on scholarship, and Carter. So they're kind of like the three amigos. Carter was also on the dance squad with Brooklyn. And so they were really good friends. And then Carter flips the script. She meets up with some new friends, basically the cheerleader bitches from hell. And she just, she becomes a whole new person, and her friendship with James and Brooklyn just kind of falls apart. You know, and Brooklyn is like, what the hell? We've been friends for years, and now you get with this clique, and this is how it is. And so when you're starting to read the book, it's opening with that, with the realization like, wait, you know, we were friends, and I don't understand what's happening. And Brooklyn is really trying to come to terms with that. So like I said, they move into the cheerleading house, and the head cheerleader is Dakota, who is a royal bitch, and she does not like Brooklyn. Go figure, right? So they decide that Dakota decides that they're going to play a prank on one of the fraternities. Like, basically, it was supposed to be like to take the keys or something other, but it was supposed to be a prank. It was supposed to be something harmless, and it goes horribly, horribly wrong. And that's where the story picks up and where it gets really, really interesting, because the plot, the level of trickery, the level of deceit, the level of just downright in your face disrespect that the cheerleaders have for Brooklyn is just like amazing. I was like, listen, I'll punch all them hoes in the face. They wouldn't cheer not a damn thing when I was done with them. Oh, and this cheer house from hell, burn it. Burn it. Yeah, she had me in my feelings. She had me in my feelings, because basically they really didn't have any reason not to like Brooklyn, but the other cheerleaders didn't like her because Dakota didn't like her, and she was in Brooklyn is on scholarship. She's not a rich girl. She's, you know, not from their society. She's not on their level. And so you have all these things, and everyone is plotting against her, and she can't believe that her former friend Carter would be in on that her friend would set her up for this prank, and then goes horribly, horribly wrong. And when I say horribly, horribly wrong, it goes horribly, horribly wrong. So now Brooklyn is trying to figure out, wait a minute, why is she set up? Why is she the culprit? You know, who is out to frame her for the prank, part of the prank one of the frat guys' boat, basically his mini yacht, gets set on fire. And so Brooklyn is being blamed for that. So she's trying to figure out, why are they blaming her? Why are they out to get her? And she overhears some of the cheerleaders talking about her and talking about that night. And she's just like standing there listening. And I'm like, nope. Kick in the door and punch them hoes for reals. But she didn't. She just packed her stuff and she left. She moves in with her best friend, James, which James is also the ex-boyfriend of Carter. But yeah, anyway, James is like there for her. He's trying to help her, pick up the pieces, basically give her a place to stay because she has nowhere to stay, and just be a friend. He's being a really good friend to her and trying to encourage her and help her any way that he can. And in the meantime, they are trying to fight this attraction between themselves. And she's thinking that she's just like in a moment of stress, like she is overwhelmed, and that's why she's gravitating towards him, why she's starting to have feelings towards him, because he's kind of like her savior in a sense, because he's literally the only person she has on this campus, like the only person that believes her and that is trying to help her. And so she's thinking that, okay, is that, the savior syndrome or whatever you want to call it. And he's trying to tell her like, nah, boo, this been happening between us. You just late to the party. And she's really kind of having a hard time grappling her feelings, like understanding her feelings, and does she act on them? Do they not act on them? Child, let's just say they act on them and it was sexy. And yeah, and then afterwards she was feeling some type of way, like, oh my God, what did I just do? I don't want to lose my best friend, but the sex was good. But I just want him to be my friend, and I just want him to comfort me, and I just want him to hold me and do all these things, but I don't. Yeah, she starts to get on my damn nerves. Brooklyn starts to get on my damn nerves. I'm like, listen, put on your big girl panties and understand that you got feelings for this man, and this is what it is. And you need to figure out your life, and you need to go ahead and accept that you really love him, and let's move on with that part. Like, gravitate towards the goodness, girl. Stop with all this foolishness. So yeah, she goes back and forth with her inner dialogue and all this. So I'm telling you, okay, let me move on. So anyway, so they're trying to figure out, what's happening. And at the time that the boat was supposedly kind of set on fire, Brooklyn was in the basement with Aiden, who is a child of celebrity parents. And he's very much like, doesn't want to be a part of the frat, but he's a part of the frat. Like, I don't know. He's one of those, to me, he was very weird. His character was like, I'm too good for this, but yet I have to be a part of it because I want to be normal. Like, I don't want to be seen as just like a celebrity kid. But he was very indifferent, and I didn't like him. And when he had opportunity to help her, he didn't. Like, he was basically like, let me talk to my lawyer and see what my lawyer wants me to do before I make any type of statement on your behalf. I'm like, bruh, really? 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 So the shit is hitting the fan, like literally hitting the fan, and Brooklyn is out here without nothing. Like, everything is stacked against her, but she's starting to put pieces together, starting to put some clues together. And one of her dance squad members like contacts her on the low and gives her some information, and she's like, oh my God. And so it's this race to figure out who set the boat on fire and what happens after that, the consequences thereof, because it went from a simple prank to this huge situation where basically Brooklyn could be going to jail, for something that she didn't do. And so the story picks up with the intrigue of trying to figure out, who did it, why did they do it, and what happens to Brooklyn. I will tell you that her and James became a couple. during the whole time this situation was happening. But it was very intriguing. I would tell you the story overall was very intriguing. Trying to figure out the who, what, when, where, and why. And when you get to the why, you're gonna be like, really? Really? You pulling all these stunts because of a boy? What? Yeah. You will want to just literally teleport to the book and punch people in the face like they real people. When I got to the end of the book, I was like, this this is Mean Girls. This is Mean Girls on steroids. Like this, the level, just the level of trickery, the level of deceit, the level of I'm gonna protect my ass before I do anything to help anybody else. The level of I'm rich and you're poor. You don't belong here. Just all these things that she put into this book, the layers, makes it an excellent, excellent read. Other than trying to say the title 3 times in a row, you really should read this book because Trouble's What You're In will have you literally like, wait, let me go back and read that. Okay, got it. But really trying to figure out the mystery, really trying to figure out, what's happening between all of the characters, because there's some shady people. There's some suspect things happening in this book, and I'm here for it. I'm here for the entire story. And like I said, it was excellent, and you should read it. Trouble's What You're In by Danielle Allen. The link is in the comments below. If you read it, let me know. I'm interested to see what you guys think. So until next time, read a good book.